everyone. So I promised a review of Unbroken, and so here it is. I saw the movie Unbroken. I was a little partial to the book. I was hoping that it was going to be even better than the book, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. I want to thank Angelina Jolie. Thank you so much for bringing Louis Zamperini out into the open so the public knows who he is, because he was an extraordinary man. I do believe that the movie should have been a bit more of a heavy hitter type of director, only because this was so epic that it needed to be brought out in such a way where I would feel something when I walked out. I didn't get that feeling when I walked out. So my explanation of how I would have done it would be to take the childhood on in steps instead of look back. I do blame some of that on the screenplay, actually most of it on the screenplay. I don't think the screenplay was written very well. I do believe that it would have been very powerful to have a good music score. I don't remember it at all. The previews were good, but in the movie I didn't feel that rush that I would get like from the movie Rocky. I mean, everybody remembers the last scene in Rocky. Everybody remembers Chariots of Fire, Jaws. You know, these are theme songs that they keep, Superman even. So the movie doesn't have to be even serious to have a really good theme song or something that can get through the movie and pull you in. I really didn't feel the power of that. The acting was great. Again, I didn't feel the power of, you know, when Louis was being hit or tortured. I also didn't feel attached to him that much because he didn't really talk the second part of the movie in the POW camp, which I think went on a little too long, and it wasn't as gruesome as it was described in the book. The beginning of the movie, well, I think that the raft scene should have been longer. I mean, he was at sea for 48 days. They never indicated that in the movie. They just said 27 and then kept going, and it wasn't really indicated. Again, screenplay, you know. So director-wise, 5 out of 5 stars, I would give it, I'd say a 3.5 for the director, 8 for effort. I mean, it's not an easy film to pull off, especially from the book. And I mean, thank God, you know, I have to remember that it was just entertainment, and we can go to documentaries on YouTube now and we can find out. I mean, this man was extraordinary. He would lecture around the world and talk to people, and he just has a whole story behind him that we can get that's not in the movie. Like every movie, you know, you can't put everything in, and that's understandable, but I wanted to walk out with that feeling of, you know, like the Denzel Washington movie where I just felt like, oh my God, the hurricane, you know, I felt something from it. I didn't feel that with this movie, but I felt it before I went in, so I knew who it was. I was a little distracted by a woman sitting next to me. She was eating the whole time, and she wasn't even considerate at all, and you could tell she wasn't considerate because she had a bag that was crinkling the whole time. So that, you know, for the most of the movie, in the beginning, she was distracting me, and I was really a little bit disturbed by it because I think that some people just go there, honestly, to just eat. And that's partially my fault. I should have gone when there was nobody there, but I just couldn't wait to see this movie, so this is partially my fault. Yeah, I'm happy I saw it with surround sound, but again, if I saw this on a DVD, I don't think it would have been powerful enough. It has to be so powerful that if it's watched on a DVD or in your own home, you feel it. You're hypnotized by this movie from beginning to end. I wasn't. And so the movie, for me, out of 5 stars, I would give it a 2.5. But I'm still saying see the movie. Some people that didn't read the book loved it. And I could say this, that if you're not planning on reading the book or listening to the book like I did on my hikes, on my runs, on my walks, on my bike rides, then I'd say to see the movie. Just to get to know him, and then look at documentaries. Because honestly, this is a movie of a man that is completely triumphant in so many ways. I mean, he lived to the age of 97. That's a feat right there. But for him to go through, and I should turn on the light. For him to go through all of these obstacles in his life, and I mean obstacles, like major challenges, not just little challenges, like major challenges. Lost at sea for 48 days, POW camp for 2.5 years, struggle in marriage. I didn't feel an attachment to the family back at home. There was that wasn't incorporated in. I would have liked to have seen that. It was in the book. Post-war, for all the veterans that have to go through all these crazy traumas and traumatic experiences that bring them into the home life afterwards, and that would have been great, you know. So maybe the movie should have been a little bit longer, and I think people would have appreciated it had they gotten the entire full spectrum of the man. Maybe it was just focusing on his life alone, but to me, there's more aspects to somebody's life, you know, his wife and all the stuff that she had to go through afterwards. That would have painted a much more colorful picture for me. So I don't know if this review has gone too long. I'm just critiquing it because I was very into watching this movie, and I was excited to bring it to you. And I'll put a link down below of Louis Zamperini or any documentaries that I might find that you could take a look at, because I really do believe that this could inspire you. My words are not enough. Sometimes you need some videos or somebody's life that really you can tap into to get inspiration. When you need it, you could use that as your reserve, in your reserve, so you can pull that out. Okay, I think it's very important to have a lot of inspiration and then be able to pull it out when you need it. Okay, take care everyone. Bye.